Hey everyone, so I wanted to come on here and share this recent book collaboration that I was a part of. There's 22 authors, co-authors that are involved in this project, and the book is titled Letters to a Future Nurse. And Leah Parker is the main author on this book. And once I heard her vision about how she wanted to encourage nurses, inspire them, and help impact lives and make a difference, I just knew that this was something that, God was calling me to do, that He was asking me to do to be a part of it. And as I read this book, I mean, it is just confirmation of that. So many stories in here, experiences, wisdom, insight, guidance, support, stuff that, you can't learn from nursing school. And it would have been so helpful for me to have this book years ago when I went to nursing school. So just to be a part of this to help to help encourage other people, and I wanted to read my chapter to you guys today. So I am on chapter 3, which is on page 17, and the title is How I Grew in the Field of Nursing. And I'll show you this is the about the author page where it has my bio. And there's also some practical tips here as well. Don't be afraid to try something new. Finding the area that you enjoy starts with taking the risk of the unknown. Give yourself grace. Don't be hard on yourself. Be intentional with how you spend your time. Find a mentor for support and avoid overworking yourself. So I'm a little bit ahead of myself because this is at the end of my chapter, but for some reason I wanted to read that first. But I'll go ahead and get started. So chapter 3, How I Grew in the Field of Nursing by Charlotte Bailey. Nursing can be stressful but fulfilling and impactful career of making a difference in the lives of others. Through the ups and downs of my journey in this profession, I discovered how rewarding it is to learn, serve, and give back to someone else, not just in my career, but in my everyday life. I'm excited to share my personal growth as a nurse that has changed my life and helped me find my place in nursing. It all started when I was 20 years old and unexpectedly bumped into my friend after working my retail job. I was looking for a better paying professional career, and her bright pink scrubs caught my eye. When I asked her where she was working, she began to tell me how much she loved her new job as a nurse aide. Feeling inspired, I chose to follow in her footsteps, take the class, and start a new career path. Although I was excited and ready for a change, I did not feel fully prepared for the transition. Starting something new felt uncomfortable, but I knew it was necessary if I wanted to grow. I loved how my first CNA job was at a nursing home within walking distance of my apartment. I had a great routine and was making decent money to pay my bills. Everything was going great. Until about a month later, when what seemed to be a minor problem escalated. I felt I could never do anything right for the night shift aide who always followed behind me on the skilled rehab floor. One evening, she expressed exactly what she thought of me. Maybe this profession just is not for you. Her harsh words struck me in the gut and left me speechless. She was frustrated with the full trash cans and the warm water pitchers I left behind in the residents' rooms. I slowly walked away from giving her a report and clocked myself out at the time clock. As I walked away, I thought, was she right? Should I just give up? As I hopped in the shower later that evening, the events of the day replayed over in my mind. A resident had fallen, and I froze up like a statue as the nurse frantically shouted to me, "Towels, towels!" I could not shake the image of the resident lying on the floor with a large amount of blood flowing from their head. I did not know that even the most minor cuts to the head can lead to excessive bleeding because of the considerable amount of blood supply there. The nurse rushed over to the linen cart and grabbed the entire rack of towels because I did not react fast enough. I continued to be deep in thought as I collapsed on my futon. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, and I needed this job to pay my bills. I knew that my skills needed improvement, but I lacked experience. With a deep sigh, I chose to be patient with myself and to keep pushing forward each day. When I returned to work that next day, I was summoned to the director of nursing office. My face felt hot as she went over the lengthy list of complaints that she had received from the nursing staff regarding my performance. She decided to give me more training and transfer me to the long-term care unit. My thoughts were racing as she said this because I heard the long-term care unit was a difficult area to work in. My palms were sweaty as I anxiously arrived at the unit. I was instructed to find a seasoned CNA with whom I would be paired with. Most residents on this floor transferred with mechanical lifts and had to be fed by staff. It was quite a change from my previous responsibilities on the skilled rehab floor. By the end of the day, I was utterly exhausted. It felt good to kick my shoes off and lie down once I was home. I heard call lights beeping in my dreams, and I chased one right after the other endlessly. As time passed, I became very close with one of my coworkers and gained their respect, which helped build my confidence. I enjoyed caring for the residents as we got to know one another and felt a sense of purpose from my hard work there. One day, a nurse asked me, "Are you going to be a registered nurse?" I was unprepared to answer this question because the thought had never crossed my mind. Should I pursue nursing? I had not considered the profession something I could do, but I suddenly became interested in the possibility. After feeling worn down from my job's heavy lifting and staffing issues, I knew I did not want to be a CNA much longer. I chose to pursue my medication aid certification, which would allow me to help the nurses distribute medication. My current facility handled a large volume of drugs, and I did not want to risk making any mistakes, so I considered taking a new job at another facility. I again found myself in the DON office, yet she encouraged me to stay this time. "You know, the grass is not always greener on the other side," she warned. I pondered what she had said for a moment, but I still chose to stick to my decision to leave. I found adapting to my new job challenging because of the lack of teamwork I experienced there. I missed the essential support system and camaraderie from my previous coworkers. I was looking forward to my maternity leave so I could be at home more and take a break from working so often. When I gave birth to my daughter, I will never forget the nurse who cared for me at the hospital. She eased my anxiety with her gentle tone of voice and even answered all my questions with patience. Although I had no interest in obstetrics and gynecology, she inspired me to pursue nursing. I thought about my previous DON's words, "The grass is not always greener on the other side," and realized that I could water any work situation and bloom by giving the compassionate and generous nursing care that I received when I was in labor. With this vision, I now knew my path going forward. I had seen the value of teamwork and the reassurance nurses can bring to their patients during a time of need. I chose to focus on my nursing education and pursue practical nursing because I wanted to continue working a long-term care specialty that I was familiar with. Although the schooling was strenuous and demanding, my family was supportive and watched my daughter while I studied. I worked double shifts on the weekends with a nurse who encouraged me to keep going and to never give up. She was a great mother figure and mentor who inspired me to keep moving through my journey. It has been said that the first year of nursing is the hardest, and I agree with that statement because I faced many challenges during my first year. As a nurse, I had more responsibility than a nurse aide. I was finding my way and discovering how to manage all my tasks and duties to the best of my ability. My nurse mentor suddenly left and moved on with another opportunity. As a result, I did not always receive encouragement and support from others. I put tremendous pressure on myself to be perfect and felt like everyone was waiting for me to mess up. I started questioning my abilities, and I felt nursing school prepared me to pass the test, but not to excel in my career. I became burnout from working so hard, yet I thought there must be more than this in the profession. Knowing that there were many opportunities in nursing, I desperately wanted to find my niche. I returned to school for a second time to pursue my nursing associate degree as an RN. Nursing school was more significant was a more nursing school was a more significant challenge the second time with having another child and working double shifts every weekend. I knew continuing my education would bring more opportunities, but missing time with my family left me feeling discouraged. I got to the point where I questioned what I was doing with my life because I had lost the passion that I once had for nursing. I decided to stay at home because juggling my job, school, and family seemed impossible during my last 2 semesters. I chose to pray and seek God as my source of strength. Improving my relationship with the Lord helped me realize that my education did not determine my actual value and self worth. I knew that if I put God first in my life, all the rest would fall into place. Things started to turn around for the better. I completed school, passed my exam, and became licensed as a registered nurse. I pursued another passion I had for writing and started blogging devotionals. I am dedicated to helping others find their love, know their worth, and impact the world. I strive to be an encouraging mentor because of how my mentors have motivated me. I now feel as though I have finally found my niche in nursing by trying new opportunities that allow me to have the flexibility of managing my family life better. I love reviewing charts for quality improvement in the comfort of my own home. I also love and I also enjoy visiting my community and spending one-on-one time with my patients in their homes. I am filled with gratitude and encouragement when I spend time with them because I know that I need them just as much as they need me. I have a true appreciation for the challenges that I have faced and overcame when I look back on how far I've grown in the nursing field. I feel fulfilled and enjoy positively impacting someone's emotional and physical health. My journey took perseverance and patience to shape who I am today. Struggles are inevitable with any career and with life in general, but excelling takes determination to pursue and be dedicated to nursing. I learned to focus on balancing the areas of my life by watering my grass a little bit at a time because I am determined to grow. Today, I keep moving forward knowing that I can make a world of difference in others' lives if I plant seeds everywhere I go. All right, so I just wanted to read that chapter to you guys, and I just want to encourage you today, to uh, don't take the opinions of others to heart like it's the end all be all. God says who you are, He calls you by name, you are loved and forgiven and accepted by Him, and you don't need that approval from anyone else. So I just want to encourage you with that today. Just keep on going, go after your dreams, and I believe in you guys. Bye.